Hi, everyone. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamelin Psychic Medium. Welcome to a collective love reading for any sign and any sign that you may be thinking of. Today, I'm going to ask my spirit guides about the person on your mind. What are their thoughts and feelings? What is going on in this connection? What are their intentions? Any loving messages spirit wants to share with me. Take with you what connects to you, leave the rest for everybody else. I will be using some charms and some initials, so maybe we'll get some evidence that way as well. But a general love reading for whoever has found this reading today. And if you found it, there's probably a message here for you. So welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's new for the first time. I'm so grateful Spirit has guided you. Let's call in our guides now. Let's see what we have. Spirit, I call upon you for some loving messages for the person on my mind at this time. Where are we headed? What is happening around this connection? What is it that you have for us? I am listening for you now. An energetic pull. That always feels nice. A true master knows that you can create through your actions. Do not hesitate when you feel the energy pulling you. Follow it fearlessly and move worlds. I mean, there's nothing like energy, right? You either feel it or you don't. And sometimes you got to listen to that energy as far as, I didn't feel anything. There was no chemistry. I didn't feel any space between us, that invisible space that's kind of magnetic. Like I want to get closer to you. I need to lean into you. I want to look into your eyes. You've got to connect to that and you've got to feel it. So I love when Spirit starts a reading with there is an energetic pull. That is very nice. I feel drawn to you, is what they're saying. Remember who you are. You carry stardust in your bones, your ancestors' wisdom in your blood, and the whole universe in your soul. Know yourself and nothing will bring you down. So you know who you are heading into this connection. You know what you bring to the table. You know your value and your worth. You know who, what it is that you want out of a relationship and what it is that you want to accept, they're saying. So that is really, really important. You know, you're making better and better decisions as you have grown and changed. I have a life source. When life comes to a standstill, turn inward and focus on joy and excitement. Your inner light keeps everything alive and moving. I talk about that all the time. Even if you feel like you're at a standstill, just remember the universe is always in motion, okay? You feel like you're stuck. You feel like you're blocked. You feel like nothing is happening in your life. You're still in motion. You are still a magnet. You still are attracting energy. People are still moving around you. Okay. Things are still happening. So you have to remember that even if you feel like nothing is moving, the universe is moving. And oftentimes they're moving you along. And sometimes we forget that. Spirit, share with me. Let's see what deck I feel drawn to. I'm going to go to this guy. It's kind of my little fall deck right now. I love this, the colors in this. Spirit, please share with me. Tell me about the person on my mind. What is happening around this energetic pull? I have a 10 of Swords. I have a 4 of Pentacles. I have an 8 of Cups. And I have a Knight of Cups. This person has been holding back and even possibly pulling away. And I'm asking Spirit, you know, the 10 of Swords is something has got to change. So something is changing in them. They're trying to figure out what it is that they want. Okay. And I'm not a big test person, but for some reason, I feel like they're pulling away and holding back. to see if you'll pass a test. They're testing you in some way. Divine Masculine does more tests than the Divine Feminine, believe it or not. They're testing you to see what will you do, okay? Will you just walk away? Will you just ignore it? Will you do something about it? Will you show them that, geez, I feel you pulling away and I really have been missing you. And, you know, can we talk? You know, maybe they're just looking for some kind of reaction. Like, are you in this? If I pull away, are you going to come towards me? Or are you just going to go, okay, goodbye? So I feel like it's a test. I got to tell you, I think that they are falling for you with this Knight of Cups. And I feel like they want to almost prove to themselves that you have feelings for them. So is it fair? I don't even know if they know what they're doing. I feel like they're just doing it because they feel like they've got to know for sure, you know, that you want them for them. It's kind of that energy. I have a 4 of Wands. Wow, they could be thinking, I want to have a future with you. I don't know. I feel like it's a Divine Masculine energy. I don't feel like it's a game. I just said, are they playing games? They're testing you, but they're testing themselves probably as much. That if I pull away, if I do change my actions just a little bit, what will be the chain reaction? What will be my person's reaction to that? How will they handle it? Will they go crazy? Will they go nuts? Or will they just be like an adult and say, hey, I really miss you. And, you know, do you want to spend some time together and try to pull you back and talk? So there's some kind of I hate test. It's not a good word, but that's how I feel. Spirit, I need to know, are we going to pass the test? Let's see if we're passing the test. I have a Fool. I feel like you're going to pass the test. I feel like it's just in the beginning. I feel like it's just, I got to know if you're the person I want to spend some time with. I got to know if I like you. Do you like me as much as I like you? I'm going to say you pass the test, okay, with that Fool. So there's a sense of, I just needed to know. I have an 8 of Swords. And I have a 7 of Cups. So I have to break out of this feeling of there's a lot of different choices out there. There's a lot of different people out there. And finally put my energy into one person and see where that goes. Okay. Instead of always searching for something else, searching for more. So I do feel like this person's giving it like a big picture thought, like you could be the person that if I started this, you could be the person that I end up with one day. So they could be thinking even bigger, that I just want to see how you react to things. I don't even know if they're doing it as a conscious, like this is what I'm going to do. I feel like they're doing it because they have to go through these certain motions to prove to themselves somehow that you're the one, and this is the only way that they know how, or they want it to be different this time, because I feel like in the past, they've always been the giver. They've always been the chaser. And there's a little part of them that says, I want somebody to do a little chasing to me too. Like I want it to be, if I pull back and I haven't talked to you in 2 days and you told me you care about me, how come you haven't come looking for me to see if I'm dead or alive? How come I have to reach out to you every time? Why didn't you reach out to me and say, hey, are you okay? So that's what they're trying to figure out. Like, Can you go 24 hours, 48 hours without talking to me or just assume that I ghosted you when we told each other that we care about each other and everything's been going really well? Or are you going to pick up the phone and say, hey, are you okay? Do you need anything? I haven't heard from you. I just wanted to check and make sure you're okay. I want to know that I want to know that you care about me too. So I feel like that's what's going on more than anything. Follow the signs. Spirit's sending you all kinds of signs right now. The number 44. Follow the signs. Rainbows, butterflies, numbers, catching 11:11 on the clock over and over again. The golden moment, number 5. That feels like the moment that we share that we really have feelings for each other. I feel that if we haven't yet, we have I finally told you I love you. You told me, the feelings are mutual, all right? That we confirm. There's a sense of confirming our feelings, okay? And it's a sense of I finally told you, I love you. So somebody is, they're saying preparing for the future. This person's trying to see if you're the type of person who I could see my life with. And it's more along the lines of, do you care about me? You said you love me, but do you care about me? And do you show me that, are you going to show me that I'm important in your life? So it's not, they're tired of, it's always on them. It has to be 50-50. They want to feel loved. They want to feel like somebody is looking out for them also. I have sharing your wisdom, the number 37. I feel that came in more as I'm attracted to you, but I also think you're intelligent. I also think that I love how you speak. I love what you say. I love talking to you. So somebody who appreciates you, more on an intellectual level. So they see the value they're saying. They see that, we connect intellectually. And I think that that's important. We can talk about anything. We have these in-depth conversations. It keeps coming back to, I care about you. This person wants to know that you care about them. Okay, that it's, how do you show that you care? You show through your actions. You don't just sit back and let this person do all the work. Like, you have to jump through hoops to show me that I should be with you. This person wants a little attention too, is how I feel. Spirit, please share with me. It's got to be 50-50. It really has to be a give and take on both sides. I have a Judgment. I have a 7 of Cups. I have a 6 of Wands. I have a Page of Pentacles. The 7 of Cups and the 6 of Wands came into me as, yes, there are a lot of other options out there. There's a lot of people out there. There's a lot of things I can be doing with my time and my energy outside of being with you. But I want to be with you. And I made up my mind that I want to be with you and only you. So there's definitely a feeling of, we're going to get over the hurdle of, is this working or not working? I do feel that. I feel like we're going into the stage of, are we going to stay together forever? Like, is this a casual relationship or short-term relationship? Or is this somebody I really, really see with myself because it's really working and heading into, they're calling it a partnership. So for some of you, it could be a partnership. I have a 6 of Swords. I have a 5 of Wands. I have a 9 of Swords. And I have a High Priestess. Okay, so this person's been trying to pull away a little bit. They want to see what kind of reaction they can get from you. Some of you may think that that's playing games. Some of you just have to be yourself. You know, if it was me and I didn't hear from my person for a day and they are always calling and always talking to me and have told me they care about me and love me, I'd be like, are you okay? Where are you? Like, oh my God, I'm really worried about you. So that's what they want to see. They want to get some kind of reaction from you that you care. That's all they're asking. Intuitively, you know, like there's this make or break moment a little bit here with the 6 of Swords, 5 of Wands, 9 of Swords. Like it's going to go one of two ways. If you don't pass the test, then it's a sense of, you know, what am I doing here? I went 2 days without reaching out to them. They don't know whether I'm dead or alive, and nor are they reaching out to me to see if I am. So I get it from their point of view. How come it always has to be them? So, but your intuition is going to tell you that everything's fine, that they just need a little bit of space. They just need some, they're trying to decide, Spirit just said, that they want to be all in or they want to take this to the next level. So I have a 3 of Swords at the bottom of my deck. The last thing that they want is a broken heart. Okay. They're not looking to end things, Spirit's saying. So they're trying to, I guess, get it in their head that they're in it for the long run and that they don't want to go anywhere. They want to make sure you're the right one. They're trying to confirm that. That's all they're doing. Let's get some initials. Let's see. Maybe that will help you. What's on your mind? Oops, sorry, I hit the microphone. That was probably really loud and obnoxious. Okay. Let's get some initials. Let's see. Now, some of you may connect to these first initials, last initials, something like that. So I just saw the name Ron here. Maybe that R-O-N just jumped out at me. So that actually may be somebody's person. So we'll take that as well. Let's get some initials and see if these connect to you. I have the letter A, X, R, U, V. I have an E. I have an O. I have a G, I, K, J, R, Z, Q, U, Y. Okay, so some of you those could connect to you, first initials. Maybe you got your person's name. That would be exciting. Okay, so there you go. Those initials. That feels good. Spirit, what else do you want us to know? I feel like we're trying to get it to the next level. I feel like it is a time in our relationship where maybe there's a little fear. I would say that. Maybe there's some fear around, you know, hey, are we meant to be? Is this really the one? Maybe we want more confirmation. Spirit, please share with me. I have success. Let it happen for you. Prayers and intentions. How about a success? I mean, that looks like success in the business world or your career. But usually people who have it together in other areas of their life usually have a pretty good head on their shoulders within a relationship as well. Like they have some life balance there. So they could be successful in their workplace. They could be successful in other areas of their life. And they want a successful relationship is how I feel. So that's probably what is going on. It's kind of like, I want it all. I just want it all with the right person. So I'm hoping it's you. I'm hoping that you care enough about me to, you know, realize that I want some attention is how I feel. Something like that. Partnership. Yeah, they gave me the word partnership earlier, didn't they? Growing a good relationship. Partners support each other. They co-create and they problem solve together. They forge Positive new partnerships is a potent way to unblock personal growth. It's a partnership. It has to be a 50-50. This person is not looking to be the person who, I got to do all the work. I got to be the person who makes all the plans. I got to do all the calling. They want to hear from you sometimes is how it's coming in. All right. They want to be surprised in the middle of their day that you called them, or some kind of spontaneous date, or and it's not chasing, Spirit's reminding me. You know, chasing would be they told you they needed space and you're calling and calling and calling. This is, you know, somebody that, you know, says, you haven't heard from maybe in a day, and you're like, what's going on? Are you okay? I haven't heard from you. So they want 50-50. That I'm in agreement with. Gifts and talents, shine your light. You were born with your own unique set of gifts and talents. Pay honor and respect to these qualities. Then go out and share them with the world. So this person could recognize in you something different. They could see that you're special. They can see that you're talented, you're gifted, you're intuitive, you're special, you're unique. So they see the good qualities in you. They're not looking to be with anybody else. They see what they want in you. So I feel like they're just trying to get it in their head that this could be a lifetime commitment. And once I kind of cross over that bridge, like there's no going back. So I feel like they're just trying to wrap their head around it, to tell you the truth. Acceptance. All is as it should be. Try to see situations through the eyes of your best self. That's good. You have the wisdom and the will to refrain from judgment. So send blessings instead. So if you're not receiving what it is that you want in this moment in time, it doesn't mean that it's not coming. If this person hasn't told you what you need to hear, or this person hasn't confirmed that, yeah, we're going to put a ring on your finger in the next 6 months, accept where you are in this relationship and enjoy it, okay, for what it is. You know, that's what Spirit's saying. It's like, here's joy and humor at the bottom of my deck. So have, you know, joyful moments. Enjoy this person, right? We don't want to put so much pressure on a relationship that we lose sight of why we're together to begin with. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you have for us? What is my person thinking and feeling? I have a death card. I have a sun. I have a King of Cups. I have a Five of Wands. I feel like they have been struggling with, they've got to give up their old life. You know, maybe we're just relatively new in this relationship, and they're transitioning from I'm single into, oh, my hands are tingling. I'm single into, I'm heading into a more committed relationship, whether we're exclusive or we're spending more time together. And what are my expectations at that level? I feel like they have been really struggling with the change, okay? Because my life is changing. They can feel their life changing, whether it's I'm not doing the things I used to do all the time. I'm spending more time with you. So therefore, I have less time for myself or friends or family or just alone time or doing nothing time. So they can feel the changes. It doesn't mean that they don't want it. It doesn't mean they don't want you, but they're feeling the changes. So they've got to get used to the idea of their life is changing. And so is yours, Spirit just said. So you're going through the changes, of course, as well. But sometimes one person on one side struggles with it a little bit more than the other. One person's like, this is great. You know, they just like move right in, you know, and it's like it's working. The other person's like, I like my space. I like my alone time. I miss my kind of quiet time. It doesn't mean that I don't want to be with you. They're getting used to this beginning is what's happening. And in the beginning, there is these kind of miscellaneous things that divine masculine more than divine feminine have a tendency to do to prove to themselves like, you're my partner. You could be my partner in life. You would show up for me. You would be there for me. You would care for me. So as this person's falling in love with you and this beginning is taking off, you know, they're going through kind of a metamorphosis themselves, and they're trying to find the answers and they're trying to figure things out. You know, what is it that I want? You know, the same as you are. Two of Pentacles, going back and forth. Okay, making a choice. Do I want to be all in? Am I ready for the next stage? You can't push them, Spirit just said. You can't tell them what to do. You can't have expectations of it happening any faster. Just know that this person, I have night, look at all these. Okay, let's go with these for a second. I have, so this back and forth energy with the Two of Pentacles and making a choice. Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the World. Okay, so this energy of, I do want to be with you, but at the same time, I feel my world changing, right? I can feel my life changing. I can feel it. It's changing right in front of me, you know, and I'm like, what do I do? So they're trying to wrap their head around you being in their life and getting used to the idea is really what's going on. And that's okay. It's a transition. It's a transition from I'm single to I'm moving in the direction of being in a partnership. I'm moving in the direction of being in a couple. I'm moving in the direction of possibly even spending the rest of my life with you. Let's get some charms. Let's see what they're saying with some charms. Maybe we'll get some additional answers with that. So these, I have these numbers. Okay, so we're just going to roll these. These numbers could have meaning to you. Okay, so we'll just do these first. I have the number, what's this one? 6 at the top, 6. I have a number 4, so June, maybe April, 4 days, 4 days, 4 weeks. I have the number 6. Maybe we've only known each other for, 6 months and, we don't have all the answers yet. I have the number 2, February, 2 days, 2 weeks, and I have a number 80. Okay, maybe that's a address or something. 80 days. All right, so here's my charm. So let's get a scoop of charms and see what is coming in. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna go with this big beautiful butterfly only because that was right at the top. A metamorphosis, right? We're changing. We're coming out of our cocoon. We are both going through significant changes. And one person is struggling a little bit more than the other with, I'm kind of stuck in my routine, or I really like the life that I've had. It doesn't mean that I don't want you. Hey, if we can all be single and in a relationship at the same time and just go back and forth to those two lives, I think a lot of people would. But at some point you have to choose. Am I going to be in a relationship or am I going to be single? Because I like my freedom. I like not having anybody or any restrictions. I can do whatever I want, right? But you can't have both. You can't have both. So, somebody has to decide. I've got a cameo. Okay, so cameo, a little bit of old fashioned. I mean, cameos were something that we wore like on our necks, 1900s, 1800s. So a little bit old-fashioned values. Maybe one of you, I want a traditional life. I'd like to live with you. I'd like to be married. I'm not going to live with you unless we get married, you know. So maybe some of us have some more traditional values, and that's something we're starting to talk about, and something that both of us are giving a lot of thought to. So that could be going on around you. I have a black crow. It's coming into me as I've been alone, okay, like a soul. It's like a soul crow, like I'm, you know, a single crow. And maybe I'm just kind of used to it. I'm kind of stuck in my ways, and they're saying, give me time, because it doesn't mean I don't want to be with you. It's just I'm used to my routine. It has a lot to do with habits and routine, that maybe this person's lived alone for 15 years and now all of a sudden they've got somebody in their life and they're having a hard time with somebody being around all the time, or they don't have as much privacy as they used to have, or not that they're doing anything weird, but it was what they used to like to do. So they could be struggling with that. I have a star and a moon. I mean, I do feel like I'm still over the moon for you. I mean, I don't want you to think that I'm not into you. I think you're smart. I've got this owl. I think you're smart. I love how we interact. I think we are in the same league and the same level. So I love everything about you. I feel like I want to say but I also kind of miss, you know, there's going to be things I miss. There is, you know, I don't know, sitting in my house in my, you know, underwear. Doesn't matter. Now that you're here, I got to put some clothes on. You know, I mean, it could be silly stuff like that. I have a lollipop. I think you're sweet. Okay, I'm going to go with that. I have a guitar, a pink guitar. That came into me as soft music. Okay, almost like yacht music or soft rock. Maybe it's the type of music we listen to. I have a black cat. Okay, that could be important to me. Maybe it was just me and my cat. You know, for a long time, it's been me and my cat, me and my dog. So change is hard. Change is hard. I have a beautiful heart, but it has like these little sparkles in it. I don't know if you can see. It has like these little baby sparkles. Can you see that? There you go, little sparkles. And it's a little bit of you know, you've sparked something in me that hasn't been alive for a while. So obviously they're falling for you. Obviously they are thinking about, you know, where do we go from here? And I have a butterfly. So that feels like a sign. Look for the signs. Could be a tattoo or something also. But look for the signs. So there's my beautiful charms. Let's see if we can get those. Take a closer look. Okay. Let's see what their final messages are. What is it that they really want to say to us, Spirit? Let me see what I feel drawn to for cards. Let me see. Let me go over here to one of these decks. Let's see. What's this one? Okay. I think that your person is just walking that fine line between I'm transitioning to being in a relationship, and I just have to get used to it. I have to get used to the idea. And I think you just have to give this person time. And I think one of the things they asked you to do was show them that it's not one-sided. Show them you care about them, that you want them in your world also. It's not about them constantly chasing you. That's why they kept using partnership, because in this particular connection, this person wants more of a 50-50. They don't want to be the only one who's doing all the work. Maybe that's something they had in the past. Spirit, please share with me some loving messages. I've waited all my life to find you. Oh, I want you to believe in us. I feel like they are really moving in the direction of, I really do want this. I really do want to be with you. So give it time, Spirit just said. Give them the opportunity to, go through that metamorphosis, become that beautiful butterfly. I'm done. It's finished for me. Okay. It's not, just because somebody pulls away, your first thought is they're ghosting me. They're acting differently. They're acting weird. They could be just going through something in their head where they need a little space to think about something. So it's not over, but I'm sure that's where your head went. They used to call me 15 times a day, and now they're not. Well, maybe their phone never rings ever with you on the other end, and they're getting sick of that. Our love story is unfinished. I think it's just beginning. Your kindness heals me. You're good to me. You're caring. There's a sense of, I know you care about me, is also big in this reading. My actions show you my feelings. So they feel like they have been proving to you that they've been good to you, or they love you, or they care about you. So that's all they're asking for in return. So be good to each other. And I see signs reminding me of you wherever I go. It's also like it's in your face. I see your name. Your love uplifts me. So I am happy with you. Be still in the unknown for now. I'm waiting for the answers. Like they could be waiting for the answers within themselves. Like, is this really the one? Is this really the person that I really want to spend the rest of my life with? And they're trying to get there. So I don't feel like they're going in the other direction. I feel like they're coming closer to you. So keep that in mind. And let's get one more. Happily ever after does happen. That's nice, right? Sometimes we just need to know that at the end of the day, we're going to end up where we want. And maybe we're just not there yet, but we're on our way there. So let's put this out to the universe and keep working on it. I feel like it's a very loving energy. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. I want to thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Thank you always for your kind words and your comments. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, please go to my website, KathyMamolin.psychicmedium.com. Also, if you would like to check out my other two channels, I'd appreciate that. Go to my Pick a Card channel and my Twin Flame channel. The links are in the description below, and see if there's some additional readings there for you as well. We'll see you soon. I hope you enjoyed your reading today, and we'll see you again for another Love Messages real soon.